Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be making 3 super simple and affordable DIY projects that I think added a lot of character and charm to my Christmas decor. So the first project we are working on is drying out some orange slices to use for garland or ornaments. I have this little tree that I keep by my sink in the kitchen, and I just feel like it looks kind of sad and plain, so I thought adding some dried orange slices would be such a cute little touch. And I'm also going to be making a little garland with them to hang above my stove as well. For this project, you are going to need parchment paper. I found this pre-cut stuff at Target that is non-stick, and it worked great for this project. I will also be using navel oranges, but you could really use any kind of orange, or grapefruit, which is a little bit larger if you want to decorate a big tree. Now I'm just going to slice them into 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch slices. I didn't want to slice them too thin because I was afraid they would start to curl up as they dried in the oven, and if you cut them too thick, it will take longer for them to dry out, and it's already kind of a long drying process, so we're trying to avoid that. You're going to want to set your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, or according to Google, at 93 degrees Celsius. We're just going to lay the slices between 2 layers of paper towel and gently press to remove any excess moisture. Now we're just going to put them on a baking sheet in a single layer and bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're just going to flip them over and repeat this process. You'll start to notice that the rind is going to dry out first. And then I just touch the center of the orange each time I flip them. And if they still looked or felt wet, I put them back in for another 30 minutes. My slices took about 5 hours, flipping them every 30 minutes. Your oven might vary a little bit, so you just have to keep an eye on them. And then once they looked and felt dry, I let them cool on the baking sheet for about an hour. After that, I used a thumbtack to add holes around the center of each slice. If you are making a garland, then you will want to add 2 holes so that the orange slices lay flat on the string. But if you are making ornaments, then you can just make a loop using 1 hole.
Never knew that it could feel this way when you lie next to someone. You don't even need to play pretend, 'cause you find the way you are.
Another option is to add these little star anise, I think that's how you say them, to the middle of the oranges if you want to spice them up a little bit, but I personally liked how they looked on their own.
I want to know you better, give me every detail, I won't judge you as you know.
I love the rustic Christmas feel they give to my little kitchen tree, and even though it took a lot of baking time, the process overall to make these was really simple and super affordable. A really popular decor trend right now is layering big pictures, artwork, and or vintage style mirrors. I like the idea of layering bigger pieces on larger walls or just big empty spaces that are kind of tough to decorate, but it's also really hard to find pieces that flow together well, and vintage mirrors can be really pricey. So I decided to get some matching wrapping paper and use some of my old frames and or signs that I'm currently not using to see if I could layer them to get the same effect for my Christmas decor. The easiest thing to use is picture frames because you can just take out the back and trace it directly onto the wrapping paper. But the signs weren't that bad either. I just used some measuring tape and then drew the dimensions onto the wrapping paper, and no one will notice if they aren't a perfect fit.
I could stay forever when you're lying in my arms. My heart is open, it just took some time. Now I just hope that you'd stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile. So just stay for a little while. So just stay for a little while.
I didn't think that I would find that someone who's as honest as you are. The way you make me feel at night when I am vulnerable and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. I could stay forever when I'm lying in your arms. Oh.
Just like with the first one, this DIY was so easy to put together, and the wrapping paper was really cheap, and I was also able to reuse old frames and signs I had around my house to achieve this look. Next, I wanted to make something unique to go above our bed for Christmas that wasn't going to break the bank, and these DIY embroidery hoop wreaths were the perfect thing. You can find embroidery hoops at craft stores like Hobby Lobby and Joann Fabrics for pretty cheap, and there is so much you can do with them. Last year I used the small hoops to make some DIY ornaments that I still love. I will leave the link to that video below if you want to check out how I made those. But for this project, all you will need are the hoops, some greenery, and then some string that is pretty durable because we are going to be tying it pretty tightly. You could also hot glue the greenery to the hoops, which I have also done in the past, but that way is much messier and time consuming in my opinion. Plus, with tying them, you can reuse everything after the holidays. All you're going to do is decide how you want your greenery to lay on the hoop, and then once you have it how you want it, you're just going to start tying the string and attaching the greenery to the embroidery hoops just by tying it on. I was able to go ahead and bend a lot of my greenery in the direction that I wanted to lay it on the hoop, and then once I tied it on, it just stayed put and I didn't have any issues with it shifting or wanting to fall off.
Is open. It just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while.
You fix what's broken when you make that smile. So just stay for a little while.
My heart is open. It just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile. Stay for a little while. Stay for a little
After I had my hoops done, I just used clear thumbtacks to hang them up on the wall above our bed. I love how I could just spread these out along the length of our headboard as opposed to using just a one round wreath, which would have left a lot of empty space on the wall. I was so excited to make these 3 DIYs, and I was really excited to share them all with you guys because they are so simple to make, yet added a lot of unique character to my Christmas decor. Make sure you are subscribed for more decor videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.